a proportion is two equal ratios. Now we're going to solve some proportions right here, and really we don't need any new methods to do this. We could just use the multiplication property of equality and solve them just like we did the equations that have rational expressions in them from the last section. But when we have proportions, we have this means extremes property, and it just makes things a little bit easier. So let's try a couple of problems. X over 2 is equal to 6/12. This is a proportion because I have two equal ratios. The means extremes properties says that I can multiply x times 12 and 2 times 6, and the results will be exactly the same. So x times 12 is 12x, and then 2 times 6 is 12. That gives me an equivalent equation to my original proportion right here, but one that doesn't involve fractions. 12 times x is equal to 12 means that x must be equal to 1. Now, isn't that true that 1 over 2 is the same as 6 over 12? So 1/2 is equal to 6/12. So that's how we solve that proportion. It's really a cross multiplication scheme that we call the means extremes property. Here's another one. X plus 1 over 3 is equal to 4 over x. I want to find the value of x that makes this true. I'll multiply here, and I know the results of doing that will be the same. X plus 1 times x looks like that, 3 times 4. Let's multiply these out. Here I have x squared plus x. When I apply that distributive property, 3 times 4 is 12. This is a quadratic equation. I need to put it in standard form by getting 0 on the right side. So I have x squared plus x minus 12 is equal to 0 when I add negative 12 to both sides. Factoring this, have x plus 4, x minus 3 equals 0. I set this factor equal to 0, and x is equal to negative 4. I set this factor equal to 0, and x will be equal to 3. So I get two solutions right here, negative 4 and 3 for my solutions. Now I just need to check and make sure that neither one of these makes either one of these denominators 0, and they don't. So I can use both solutions, negative 4 and 3, and I'll get a true statement when I substitute either one into this original proportion. So this means extremes property just makes solving proportions a little bit easier than multiplying both sides by the least common denominator. But we do end up with the same result, an equation equivalent to the first one that does not contain any fractions.